We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
I couldn't save everybody. Fire it up! Check this out! Here! Following thunder!
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed, but...
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring... I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own...
Aw, Miko, you...
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Don't get too close! Clouds high. Hurt? Lightning flash! Wind strike! Cyclone! We got a situation!
We're finally done!
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete...
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the... Considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue...
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of sort...
I don't mean to belittle them. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that they're... In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may... Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to...
All of the sudden, you're entertaining guests?
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. Before one makes a plan, what is the
Don't know.
You must understand the situation. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
I Mika was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusion. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two...
So, what should we...
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your... Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters.
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun?
Ugh. Gujiyai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Gujiyai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior...
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course. And I shall not question...
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly...
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission. They're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the...
You're saying the Kujo clan... betrayed the Shogun?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-yai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou, he reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days, and I will... As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for... He will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting, but... Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't...
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control.
Okay, but what are we gonna do?
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep... is this the professional...
She is a member of the Shiu Matsuban, a genuine bona fide...
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja... Anyway...
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiu. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is... Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh... But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to. Now the Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiuma, don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure...
You there? It's us!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have some... I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for...
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their report...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation, it's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy...
If only there was a way we could distract the guards...
Yoimiya's firework!
That's a very Toma-sounding but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone said while they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so...
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished... This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back.
All right. First, let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya. Yoimiya, we need an extra-large firework.
Extra-large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped-up one, but it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. But don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, don't worry, it's just a firework, come on.
We'll give it... Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House. Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful there. Firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of... Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing. In addition, we have correspondence. It seems that Gujiai was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiai. I will also gather some people to try and root.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the grand...
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone until...
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days.
You're quite... So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their...
Oh, you You wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for...
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the hardship endured by the people? Do they just utter disregard for human life? Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appear?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind...
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could this betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent. You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the travel.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a...
Wish my sister